Hey there, and welcome to another Dave Does. And today we're on day 4 of the building a computer game. Now, I have to be honest, I've only been doing about an hour a day when I've had a chance to do stuff on here. Reality was what I did yesterday, so I'm just bringing up the screen on it while I'm talking to you, like that. There we go. Right, so there was a few things I had to go back and fix on the video or the game setup. So let's just go straight in and see what I've done so far on it, and we'll have a quick walk around the actual game. So here we go. So one of the things I had to quickly fix was the depth at the beginning. So previously, when you went into the water, you could just walk around with your head above the water, which isn't good. What I need to do is make sure that, but if you either can't get out to the end, or it's so you run out of air before you can get there, you won't be able to swim above water. So I'm going to try and force it so that if you do go back into the water at the start, you can get out at this end, but if you try and get down to here, you'll die basically. Filled out a bit more space with buildings. There's a few more buildings been added. I've added some height into some of these path areas to give it a bit more of a, rather than that very one-dimensional walls. What else has gone on? Let me just go and have a look from above. So although I've got grass down, I've also tried to make some form of path, so there'll be some natural path to do, so it flows all the way around. Put in some more buildings. So we've got a pathway here, so I've still got more buildings to add because this section hasn't been filled in yet. I'm trying to get all the buildings done at the moment, but I want to show you kind of what's happening. I haven't put any enemies in, but I want to show you what the kind of vibe is initially. The other thing I found was where I'd put in buildings, they were too high up, so they hadn't settled at ground level. So here we go. So now when you go into the ocean or the water, we go much further down, and I'm now at the bottom, and I can't swim. So I'm like, and what's going to happen is I'm going to start drowning very soon. So the only option I've got is to get to this wall and hope that I can walk my way out before I die. Like so. Unfortunately, it's going to stay red because I've got no health packs. Put a couple of little bushes in while I'm trying to work on like plant texture. So nothing much changed here. The stable directly ahead of me was levitating, so I've had to fix that. A lot of bushes. Let's do a sprint round. So we've got these buildings. Again, I need to still work on building tone. I've covered up this corner because there was a way I could walk through there. I've still got hidey holes around here, which will be useful for putting some ammo packs and stuff. I do really want to work out if I can get a way of like stairs into these buildings to make them more usable, and stuff like these side ones. I've got to put some like graphics and posters and whatever. Nothing much into here, so I haven't changed anything on this side. That's all pretty much the same. As you can see here at the ground, we've got this kind of dark path part, which is overgrown. I want to change the grass that's on the top though to make it so it's a bit more different, more worn down. Lots of little hidey cupboards like down here, which again we can put like ammo packs, health packs in. Little hidey packs down here. I think all the building heights have been corrected now. I did go through it yesterday. Feels like there needs to be something big in this middle section here, like a mini town, a well. Tighten up corner here. Got an extra guard tower, which I may put a guard tower around the corner. I'm going to come back to this section over here in a minute, but basically there'll be more buildings along here. The amount of enemies and stuff that you'll have to fight as you go along will get harder, or I will make the intensity harder, putting some people up in the tops here. Got to put some buildings here. You come round. So this is still the same, so we still get back to the church, we've still got to walk through to get through to the church, and I've still got to build buildings in this section here to get through. But the one I wanted to show you, which I thought worked really well, so this is going to be really tough. This section here is definitely lots of enemies, definitely a lot harder for you to complete the level unless you're very, very clever with your ammo, and you're very good at shooting and avoiding getting shot. But we go back to this main kind of square area here, and you look around here, there's no obvious opportunities. You can't climb the walls, nothing you can do there, so can't. Well, maybe you could get around the back of this building. Oh, no, you can't. Okay, but if you go here, so when you look here, you might not think anything of it, but go down here, we can get around the back, then we can keep going around the back, and then we'll find this little container area over the top here, and then jump through that hole, and we skip that whole section out, and we can make a run for the finish point. Yeah, there will be a baddie, some bosses or something in here, some master levels, and we finish the level. So that's kind of where I'm at. So I have put a path there, as you can see from above. So from that little secret area around the back. So I may make it a bit harder to get around there, but anyone that watches this, when they play this level, will know there's a special level to get, and there'll be a bonus, kind of maybe some bonus weaponry. And again, even over here, so a lot of people will probably get around here and try and go straight into the church or into the main church, but I want to hide some stuff up here to make it viable, that if you search the level, you'll be better set up for level 2. Each level, I'm hoping, is only going to take like 10 minutes to complete, but it's going to be a very hard 10 minutes because the enemies you've got versus the ammunition you've got, you're going to die a lot, I think, to start with. So it's kind of get that balance between dying and not dying. But yeah, that's where I've got to. So today, my plan is to finish off building all the rest of the buildings in and start to fill out some of the structure, and then maybe work out where the weapons need to go. So once we got all the buildings in place and we can start putting in like decorations, I can work out where to hide weapons, and then we can start working with enemy AI and how that all comes together. So hopefully another 2 days of doing edits and stuff like that on it. If I can get it filled out by hopefully I can fill out the rest of the areas on today. And then I can work out where on day 2, the next day after that, I'll work on the where I'm going to put enemies and the weapons, and then by whatever day that will be, day 7, we'll have the first level kind of in a position where it's playable. But yeah, there we go, day 4. See you later.